Have you ever stopped to think about time? Not just what time it is, but what time is. For centuries, we've chopped up our days into neat little boxes: hours, minutes, seconds. We've created a system that is uniform, predictable, and entirely human-made. But here's the thing. The universe doesn't care about our clocks, our planet, our star, our very bodies. They all dance to a different rhythm, a natural, cyclical, and deeply interconnected beat. Our current system of timekeeping, with its arbitrary zones and confusing seasonal shifts like daylight saving time, creates a disconnect. This separation isn't just a philosophical problem. It has real-world consequences. Think about it. We force our bodies to ignore the sunrise and sunset, relying instead on alarms and artificial light. We build our societies around a rigid mechanical grid that often conflicts with the planet's own biological and environmental cycles. Imagine a way of telling time that feels completely intuitive. A system where noon always means the sun is at its highest point in the sky, no matter where you are on the planet. This is the core idea behind Amber Blackley's Earth Solar Time Standard, or ESTS. Amber has published this model, grounding it in seasonal modulation and solar cycles. It's a return to a more fundamental, astronomically correct way of marking the day. The ESTS gets rid of confusing time zones and the biannual chaos of daylight saving time. Instead, it anchors our daily schedule to the one clock that governs all life on Earth, our sun. Your local time would be your direct relationship with that star. The beauty of this model is its simplicity and deep connection to the natural world. For farmers, sailors, and people who work the land and sea, this is how time has always been felt. Our bodies have an internal clock, the circadian rhythm, naturally calibrated by light and dark. Aligning social time with solar time supports sleep, mood, and health. The ESTS proposes a way to bring our lives back into alignment with our own biology. By adopting a time standard based on the sun and the seasons, we start to see the world differently, noticing subtle shifts in daylight through the year. This awareness is the first step toward building a more sustainable future, a system designed for a biosphere, not a boardroom. Now, let's zoom out from our daily clock to the very fabric of the cosmos. Physics has long sought a theory of everything, a single framework that can elegantly describe all the fundamental forces of nature. Amber Blackley's work offers a compelling new direction: quantum gravity model framework, or QGMF, photon-arrived trajectory, or PIAT, and Gaussian metrics. That sounds like a mouthful, I know, but stick with me. The core concept is simple. Gravity, energy, and motion aren't separate phenomena. They are different expressions of the same underlying geometric reality. Think of the universe as a dynamic, a three-dimensional field where curvature guides motion and energy. It's like watching the surface of a pond. A thrown stone creates ripples which behave like gravity. But the framework doesn't stop with the physical. The psychophysical attribute tensors extend geometry to subjective experience. Your feelings, joy or sorrow, are not just chemical reactions. They form geometric patterns that can be measured. By understanding this common geometric language, we can design technologies and systems that respond to both physics and feeling. Imagine machines that adapt organically, or medical devices that read and respond to a patient's emotional state. Imagine calendars that track communal energy and emotional cycles. Practical tools grounded in geometry. So how do we connect these grand cosmic ideas to our everyday lives? The answer lies in what Blackley calls the math bridge. It's a practical toolkit to see and measure the world without rigid units like light year or AUs. Instead of relying on clocks, the math bridge uses natural patterns, curves, rhythms, cycles, as our measuring stick. Describe processes by their intrinsic geometry and rhythm. A plant's growth becomes a dynamic spiral, not just a count of biological process. This captures the holistic nature of processes and can be more accurate for complex, living systems. It's about seeing the equilibrium of reality, not just counting steps. By understanding natural geometry, we can design technologies that are more efficient and resilient, structures that bend, not break. This framework respects wisdom embedded in billions of years of evolution. From the Earth Solar Time Standard to the Math Bridge, it's about more than better science. It's about fostering a deeper sense of connection to our planet, to the cosmos, and to each other. See the world through natural rhythms and unified fields, cultivate awe and responsibility.